This here is the E720 helicopter, so the main frame from the E720, but stretched to a 820 size. So the idea is to have a very light helicopter, but in the 800 size. So you can fly this with 12S LiPo battery with very low RPM, or you can have a 14S. Here in the example, this is a prototype from Contronic, and Contronic speed controller with 200 amperes. And with this you have the heavy from the 700 size, so it's very light, but the power for a heavy 800 size, so you can fly unbelievable fast 3D. Or if you want, you have, because the helicopter is so light, a very low RPM, so maybe 600 or 700 RPM, and you can fly 3D with this. The sound is very crazy then. So it's very easy modified. We put these arms here new, because from the E720 the arms was here mounted in the inner side, and you could not put the 14 sails motor in the frame. So modified from the E720 is only the arms, and then longer tail boom, and the servo for the tail is now in the back. And as optional part, you can put here 14S sails, one sail pack here, one sail pack here, and then move it to the behind the helicopter. Or you can use 12S with the normal system of the E720. And also now is the canopy for the 820. So we made a complete new design. So you see this is here the standard design from the G4 or from the E720. And the canopy design, not from the color, from the shape, is completely new designed. So that the size is bigger. Then a complete new construction is the 700, the Raptor E700. So the idea is to have a size almost so big as an E720, but you can fly very powerful only with 10 sails. So if you have 10S motor, 10S speed controller and 10S LiPo, you can fly very aggressive 3D, but the cost much more cheaper than if you buy 12S for an E720. Or if you want to have a lot of power, you can put here 12S motor, 12S speed controller, and then you have unbelievable power, because the heaviness, though the weight of the helicopter is almost this from a 50 size helicopter. So we reduce the weight what we can. Here you see the holes, and here the landing gear is also light if we can build this. And the same system, battery tray here you can remove very easy and very quick. And the new main gear here, I don't know what is the English name here with the two angles. Yeah, then we have here the Mini Titan E360. This is a stretched Mini Titan, the same idea like this. If you have a 50 size helicopter and want to have more power, you can buy a 700. Or if you have normal E325 Mini Titan, you can stretch it now to the E360 with 4 cells LiPo battery, much more power, and because you have bigger blades, so longer blades and longer tail, you can fly much more aggressive 3D. So it's a kind of power. Yeah, and then the almost known Raptor E550. We made complete new side frames, battery tray, landing gear, and this is a ready-to-fly helicopter. So you can buy it with servos, with gyro, with motor, speed controller, complete ready-to-fly. Very cheap helicopter, but you can fly very powerful 3D because the weight is reduced now, and the swash plate is 140 degrees, so very good for 3D flying. High precision, and so this is a perfect helicopter for 3D beginners. Yeah, that was. And maybe GT5, the flyable system. The new GT5 will have a complete new software. So the main goal from us was that beginners can set up very fast. So from the beginning of setup to 3D fly, you need 4 to 5 minutes if you are fast. And the only thing what you must do is to enter the setup, set the parameters of the tail, so you can select the tail servo frequency or the tail speed, the sensor directions, the limits of the tail rotor, and then finish off the tail setup. The same from the swash plate, you have only enter one menu, And then you can set the speed of the swash plate servos, the cyclic range, the pitch range, so some parameters what are very easy to set up. And if you finish with this, you can go to fly. It's the first system in the world who has automatically checking for receivers. So you can add almost all receivers on the market. It's like Futaba S-Bus, normal receivers, Spectrum, whatever you want, you can add it here, and you must not set up it. The system will automatically see if you put on the power, there's maybe a normal receiver, then the setup go automatically to a normal receiver. You must set up nothing. And if you have the steering from the standard receiver, maybe of the left side, your pitch, and you want to change this, then you must not remove the cables here. You must only go in the setup and say, okay, I want to change the channels. And then the GT5 is asking you, please make a function pitch. And then you say right hand pitch. And then the system say, okay, and now tail, and now aileron elevator. And then the program is finished. You have two separate gain channels. So if you go then to fly, you have only to set on the transmitter the gain of the swash plate. And if the helicopter on the swash plate is fine, set up finish. And then you can set up the tail on a second channel on your transmitter. And if the tail is okay, you can fly 3D. So it's very, very easy for setup. And the computer software is coming too. So if you want, you can set up the complete GT5 software in a computer software. And you can save and load all your parameters. So you can send it by mail to a friend or checking some setups from the internet on your helicopter.